Hi, my name is Bob Skura, and I put in a Power Dekor flooring. And what I want to do is show you two tips that I came to realize that might help you install your floor a lot easier. The first thing is, it's a tip about eliminating damage. So normally, if you look in here, normally when you put one piece together with another piece, you would take another cut piece like this, use it as a template or as a helper to nail in, and you would just tap this in. But what I found is that after I was hammering it in using this piece to lay the boards in, after a while, if you can see that little crack, the piece delaminated, and what happened is it caused damage on the board that was being hammered, because I was hammering like this. You can see that bit of damage here. That's not something you want, so I lost some boards. So a remedy for that is to take another piece, a piece that you're going to use to fit in and hammer, and shave this leading edge off, so that when you put this piece in there, it doesn't push onto that leading edge and cause some problem. That way, this edge won't damage your board and you won't have any waste. So that's the first tip that I want to give you. The second tip that I want to talk about is the baseboard. You'll notice here that the baseboard is just a single baseboard. It doesn't have a quarter round. And I didn't want to have a quarter round on my floor because it was just extra work and it was an extra site. I didn't want to have that. So in order to do that, and since this baseboard only has 5/16 of width in it, and it's a very narrow baseboard, there wasn't enough tolerance to move this floor in and out and still get the expansion that you wanted. So I cut the drywall away, giving me another width of the drywall distance for an expansion joint, and I put in spacers such as this. Now, the trouble is, if you put in spacers, you got to get them out. So what I did was, I used business cards as a way to tighten the spacers up after I had put them in loosely. Then when I take the business cards out later on, I can slide the spacer bars or the spacers down, and I cut a little keyhole out that allows me to take all my spacers out later on. That way you can flush your baseboard pretty close to the wall. You can use a thin baseboard and you can still achieve a result whereby it's a nice clean look and you have your gap covered.